Hurry up, 5 minutes. 5 minutos. Esta noche es muy caliente.
Hey, download your TikTok app today so you can have Chinese spyware in your app for free. Yay, Chi-Com spyware. Woo! China #1, USA #2, you go down. Give me money.
Fucking future!
We're talking about a fat ass and everything, yeah.
No, I said loud ass. Jesus Christ. It's like I took a poop and it was one of those painful ones that brings a tear to your eye. Oh my goodness, is that too loud? Your face is too loud, that's what's going on here. What the hell is this? Midlife dino crisis. What the hell is that all about? How do I change that? Yeah, don't know, don't care. It's up there. It's my friend now. This is how we live. This is the thing. Alright, so I need to go get me a glass. Eine Gläser. And some water. Well, do I need 2 glasses? Because I don't want to be a total savage. You know how that works, right? Ooh.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello to you too. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Mmm. Ooh, what's that? Is that anything good? Oh, that's the thing. Alright, I got my whiskey stones. Listen here, refrigerator. Nobody told you to get airtight the second it closes. Oh. That. Oh, there we go. It's called cleansing the palate. Stop being such a savage. There we go, we've got this and we've got that. A wee bit of this, a wee bit of that. Oh, hello. Hello indeedly doodly doo. Alright, so, am I missing anything? We got drink. We got water, book. Because, I mean, without it, it wouldn't be books and bourbon. And I finally found... Oh, no, my outfit! My camera! Oh, shit, all of it. Jesus, man. We will finish Houdini, gosh darn it. So help me. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Books and Bourbon, brought to you by Whistlepig Piggyback, aged 6 years, quality American rhyme. What? Sorry, it's not sponsored by Whistlepig, but if they are feeling generous, just send me like a case every 2 months, and I'll put in a good word for you. Indeed. Is that how that works? Give me money. You don't even have to pay me. You just pay me in whiskey. That wouldn't be the worst agreement, would it? Hey, Havoc, what's going on, brother? Well, welcome to your very first Books and Bourbon. It's a very simple premise. I drink some form of American brown, and we read a book. Lately, we've been working on Houdini, and we're almost there. We're almost there. From beginning to 3/4 of the way through. You know. Oh, that is not the worst thing I've put in my mouth today. Ooh, I have this feeling that I might actually get sick today. Not like throwing up on camera. I'll make it to the bathroom for you if that happens. I'm just saying, might get a wee bit fucking pissed, yeah? Because I've been trying to cut back on the budget, and obviously the first place I could spare stuff on the budget is food, because, you know, I got them pinchable cheekies, but that ain't no damn good, man. We don't need that. Be better. So, I'm not, well, I mean, I'm going to say, I haven't been eating that much lately, but that'd be a lie. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I had a whole mother effing pizza day by myself on top of the other plates of pizza. I want to talk about it, man. We're not talking, don't worry about the Buddha, man. We good. So we got the alternate angles for you. You know, we've got the Discord channel if you'd like to join. And then we've got our standard camera. Hey, could you guys let me know, are my levels okay? Because I can't really check while I'm talking, because then we'll just get that little feedback loop. Sure, how's my levels? The pretentious white guy classical's not too loud. You know? I figured we'd go with a different angle because I'm sick and tired of getting copyright strike. Speaking of which, why don't you just hit me up with the sound effect for One Piece so we can just get that out of the way now so I don't have to worry about getting monetized ever. Oh, Lord. And it's like, oh yeah, I like Mario, and you can't really tell what the other stuff behind me is, can you? I mean, other than, you know, like Tetris and Okay, so I was this close. Well, I can't really show you because I got a glass of whiskey in my hand, but I was really close to buying a boomerang bro, because I already got the hammer bro, and I was like, oh, I need a boomerang bro. So I was just like, no, we're trying to be responsible adults. So I didn't buy the boomerang bro. And when I got home and I was looking through some of the stuff that I'd bought, like, I don't know, last year, December time frame, I noticed I do have a boomerang bro. I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't buy that stuff. Well, good. Well, that behind me is Grand Theft Auto. I may not like the game, but I do appreciate the artwork. Stellar achievement. I mean, the game was released, Grand Theft Auto 5, released 8 years ago, and they're starting to charge people money for it, you know, on an 8-year-old game. Well, to be fair, I bought the boomerang bro back in December. I'm fucking, we're talking about 150 IQ moves here, buddy. Just like Gina Davis. Yeah, she got that 150 IQ. Or is it 140? I don't know. She's genius level. And whiskey's expensive too, so, you know, I don't need to drink as much if I'm on a near empty stomach. Let's make that liver do some work for a change, you lazy slacker. Ooh. Anyways, I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day. Mine has been filled with cutting grass and naps. I was going to take a shower, but I ran out of time. I just watching Steven Crowder and not doing the thing. And then I noticed I'd lost an hour, and I told the lovely neighbors, oh, there's tons of cool stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie, I went a little bit fucking ape shit during quarantine, man. I probably spent the better part of ballpark, we'll just say maybe 20-30 grand on collectibles. Shh. Whatever, you know, you do what you gotta do. I like stuff, and I have low to no impulse control. It sucks. I can't begin to describe the. No, well, you know, basically, to break it down simply, when I'm sad, I buy stuff. It's everywhere. It's everything. It's every now and then, if I have enough to drink, I'll actually get into it and do like a mini tour. But maybe I'll do that tonight because I feel like we haven't read the first paragraph yet, and I'm done. Done in a good way, not like, hey, fuck this shit. Hey, forget about it. We got all these little idiots running around doing the thing. This whiskey. Oh, yeah. Okay. It was kind of hilarious the other night when you and Nate were playing Halo, and I could hear him through your stream, but I couldn't hear him on his own stream. Alright, anyways, Houdini. Does anybody remember where we left off, or does anybody care about Houdini anymore? We're gonna finish this. I'm just saying. I appreciate you guys and your support and being here, but... Alright, well... Somebody owes me an apology. The London Palladium offered him $37.50 a week, the largest salary its management had ever offered a single performer. He had not performed in Britain since 1913, but he could not turn down such an offer. Therefore, in December 1919, he and Bess set sail for England, where he embarked upon his most lucrative tour ever. All was not well, however, and there were some disappointing reviews. The Nottingham Football News wrote, somebody in the head office of Moss Empire owes me an apology over the Houdini visit this week. After receiving a long and fulsome screed of preliminary matter, 3 large typewritten pages of it, which, extravagantly worded, contained the definite statement, he will present his water torture sensation among other feats. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to do the... I think I do recall vaguely reading this twat waffle review. I felt justified in saying that the show he would give would well be worth seeing and should not be missed by anyone. In fact, I boomed of the disadvantage of the rest of the bill. No one was more astounded than I was to see Monday Night Houdini's solitary feat, which of itself lasts only 3 minutes, and no one has more sympathy with the candidate's remarks of large numbers of the patrons after the act than I have. Why on earth would Houdini should imagine that any audience would be entertained by hearing a long and uncalled for account of what he'd been doing during the last 6 years? I am at a loss to understand. People go to a vaudeville house to see a performance, not to hear a diatribe on the personal pronoun worked around. The story of my life, sir. Money for nothing. It was not his proudest moment. During this tour, he was on stage for half an hour. He performed the water torture stunt and then gave his long monologue. But it was still phenomenally successful, bringing him more money than he had ever earned on tour. He was certain that his on-screen success had much to do with it. He wrote to a friend, "Blame it all on the fact that I've been successful in the movies. The master mystery has been showing over a year, and so the people think they know me personally. Have to make speeches every night. It's wonderful to think that after all my hard work, I can draw the public without killing myself." Yes, I do recall reading that part, and that's okay. Because we all needed a refresher on Houdini's status. His brother married a woman, then got divorced from that woman, and his other brother married that same woman and was living in one of Houdini's properties, and they had a falling out. So the second brother that married the wife that the other brother had already married was cut out of Houdini's will altogether, because Houdini not only is a Big Mama's boy, or was a Big Mama's boy, but he's also petty as full. It doesn't matter what the argument was. It was never clarified, but I'm guessing Houdini probably slept with her too, because, you know, I mean, keep it in the family, brother. Right? Oh, no. Okay. That fucking wink was terrible. That wink was Disney TV series worthy acting right there. Right? The stage acting right there, so people in the back row could see that I did something or got something in my eye. It's unfortunate that Disney has spent billions of fucking dollars buying all these legacy franchises. Fox Studios, Aliens, Star Wars, Marvel, and they're turning it into Drake and fucking Josh and Wizards of Waverly Place or Palace or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm sorry. I understand that it's all dollars and cents, but then it's dollars and cents with a touch of Goebbels propaganda, yeah? That's what a British person does when they have to look at something really well. They have a propaganda. Any whiskey will not do. Renewing their vows. On June 22, on the 25th anniversary of their wedding, Houdini announced that he and Bess would be renewing their wedding vows, and he asked Harry Keller to give Bess away. It gradually turned into a celebration dinner in the main ballroom of the Hotel Alexandra, the best hotel in Hollywood, and the place where Hollywood stars gravitated. 200 guests, including such names as Will Rogers, 1879 to 1935, and Fatty Arbuckle, welcomed the couple, who were played into the room with the wedding march. Poor Bess almost fainted from the emotion of the moment, and Houdini had to run to the bar to get her a glass of wine to help revive her. Aw, man, the early 1900s, am I right? Like, your blushing bride is about to pass out, and we don't give her water or air, we give her a glass of wine. It's because back then they made people, they cut them out of a different cloth. Definitely a tougher, more burlap type material. Burlap and denim. Berlenum. Denlap. I don't know. Versus now, I think the kids are made out of some type of chamois tulle type material that melts at the slightest wind or rain. But that's okay. You know, it's not their fault. Because, you know, if anybody's to blame, it's people my age, you know, the people that fucking raised them. It's our goddamn fault the kids are softer than friggin' wet toilet paper. I don't blame them. I do blame them for not bothering to learn, because tolerance can only go so far. But hey, keep on reading. We'll get to this in a minute. Love is in the air. Perhaps she was overcome by the scent of the flowers, because the long table at which the guests sat was covered in blooms, orchids, roses, and sweet peas. Fountains sprayed rose water into the air. Houdini gave Bess a diamond ring and accompanied it with a love note. Wear this, dear heart. It is my gift to my bride with all the love that is possible to give. Aww. He was also a very soft heart. He was definitely a romantic figure. Early the following morning, he added, How wonderful you were, the most beautiful and wonderful of all. You will only surpass yourself, my dearest, when you will be my golden bride. If the years pass as quickly as these 25 have done, we ought to begin at once to prepare to celebrate our golden wedding together. Houdini. Producing pictures. Unfortunately, Terror Island performed badly at the box office, and Lasky decided not to renew Harry Houdini's contract. Excuse me. Undaunted, he resolved to produce his own pictures. He established the company officers Mystery Pictures Corp., later the Houdini Picture Corporation, with himself as president and Hardin as vice president. He raised cash by selling Martinka's Magic Shop in New York, which he had purchased in 1919. Having invested $5,000, he sent another $10,000 while he was performing in Britain. Although he was not short of ideas, he decided that his next movie would tell a story that he himself had written, The Man from Beyond. He played it up as much as he could, taking out advertisements in the trade press saying, Greatest praise ever bestowed on any production. Territory available. Limited exploitation opportunities. But it was not as good as it could have been. One critic wrote, It starts out promisingly with the assumption that a man encased in a cake of ice for 100 years may be resuscitated and brought back from the Arctic to civilization, to find his sweetheart of a century ago reincarnated as a girl of identical appearance. Many things might be done with this fantastic conception, but none of them is done in The Man from Beyond. Mr. Houdini's imagination seems to have run out at the inception of his idea. Oh, that's a harsh review. I mean, it's not mean, but it's a bit hard. It's a bit harsh, yeah. Oh, remember Mark Twain. But box office receipts were not bad, mainly because of a scene at Niagara Falls in which, son of a gun, Houdini almost plunged over the falls. He signed for a tour of the Keith Theater circuit at $3,000 a week for the first 4 shows, and $3,500 a week for the last 5 performances. It was still the same old mixture that had so displeased previous correspondents. A film of his jumps from various bridges, talk of his adventures, the needle trick, and the water torture cell. It went on till January 22, 1922. Well, it should have been February, because then it would have been 02, 22, 22, whatever. It's okay. It's fine, it's fine. So successful that the Keith Theater circuit took him on for another 5 weeks. On the founding of the Houdini Picture Corporation, one of Houdini's friends had sent him wise counsel about making money. My dear old friend, don't be rash, but weigh well what you do, and if you find the enterprise a dead one, don't let it swamp you. Remember Mark Twain lost nearly $1 million in a dead sure proposition, which was a complete failure. But the advice fell on deaf ears, and Houdini got ready to make another movie. I'm telling you, man, he's hard-headed. But, I mean, I'm curious as to the actors, actresses, producers, directors 100 years from now. So when we're all long gone, well, most of us at least, when most of us are all long gone, will anybody who's currently doing the shit now, will they be remembered? Because I know Houdini will be. And that'll be, almost 200 years past his passing. Just would that? It's kind of like Tetris, people. You can play your Call of Duties and your Fortnites, but after all the Call of Duties and Fortnites and Apex Legends and Dotas and all that are gone, people still be playing a Tetris or a version thereof. They will. They will. The Bears. Ditka. Oh, it's so spicy. I love it. Okay, so there's this effeminate, bespectacled man. I'm assuming this is Jesse Lasky, who the title above him is. Born in San Francisco. Jesse Lasky. (1880 to 1958). Began as a vaudeville performer, but in 1911 produced 2 Broadway musicals, Hello Paris and A la Broadway. In 1913, he teamed up with his brother-in-law, Samuel Goldwyn, 1879 to 1974. Good Lord, that man was old as hell. I mean, I know you guys, Goldwyn Mayer, the line, Cecil B. DeMille, 1881 to 1959, and Oscar Apfel, 1878 to 1938, to form the Jesse L. Lasky Feature Play Company. In a rented bar near Los Angeles, they made the first Hollywood feature film, The Squaw Man, starring Dustin Farnham, 1874 to 1929, and directed by DeMille. The company merged in 1916 with Adolf Zucker's 1873 to 1976 Famous Players Film Company, creating the Famous Players Lasky Corporation, which later became Paramount Pictures. In 1933, during the Depression, the company went into receivership, and Lasky began to produce films with actress Mary Pickford, 1892 to 1979. After working as a producer for one of the main studios until 1945, he again formed his own production company, making his last film in 1951 and dying at age 77 in 1958. Well, okay, Jesse Lasky. Whew. So even if I did lose weight and started eating better, I'm a large fella, and I mean, best case scenario, I see my mid-70s. Best case scenario, And that's if no bacon, no bourbon. Ooh, we gonna have to fight. I'll die without that shit. I'll die from it. I'd rather die from it than without it. How's that for addiction? Ooh! Okay. Discounting dollars. Around this time, Houdini was dealing with other business problems, and the Film Development Corporation was not doing well, as he admitted in a letter to Harry Keller in October 1921. That's funny, because I saw Helen Keller just at a glance, so I almost said Helen Keller. I mean, to be fair, it started with an H. And there were L's present, just not in the first name. Whatever. Shh, don't judge me. Shh. Look. You can judge me. Exclamation up time. Whatever, but what did Harry Keller say in October 1921? Now, I know it displeases you to hear this, but I've just discounted between $8,000 and $10,000 worth of notes for the Film Development Corporation. Poor Dash is not well. He works very hard, giving all his time to the laboratory. It'll be a godsend for all of us if we get away from it in a legitimate manner. The only good of the whole thing is that it was because of my going into pictures. Let us hope that I have not made a serious mistake. My 2 pictures are finished. Now I must put them on the market and see how good they are. Rubber stamping Houdini. The bad news was his inexperience in the art of producing movies led to the 2 films running over budget. To pay for this, he had to undertake a 9-week-long tour. He also dreamt up outlandish marketing stunts. A press kit was assembled, filled with reviews and advice to cinema owners as to how they could make the most out of The Man from Beyond. He suggested the creation of a rubber stamp reading Houdini that could be built into the sole of a boot. The man wearing it would go out in the rush hour crowds in the morning to leave his imprint for all to see wherever he walked. That sounds like the words of a fucking crazy man. Say what you say, but penis. Butt penis. Oh, is that a butt plug? Kind of. Pulling out all the stops. At the premiere of The Man from Beyond at the Times Square Theater in April 22, Houdini performed his vanishing elephant stunt to draw the crowds, and tried as hard as he could to make the film successful. But it failed to attract the crowds or the plaudits. The Niagara Falls scene went down well with the critics, but there was something out of balance in the movie itself. The critic from Variety wrote, "The trouble is that the resumption of high literary meaning in the rest of the story is all bosh. So the net effect is pretty unsatisfactory. Serial melodrama and screen uplift won't mix." I mean, it can. I don't know what he said, but look, if you have a talented enough artist and visionary putting the stuff together, so between your editor and your director of photography and your actors, if the magic can happen, it can happen. I mean, if you think about it, Pulp Fiction is not really a good movie, and the fact that they cut it all up and put it out of order, having you not know the fate of the characters and not know the fate of some of the characters, and you know, we go to the end, to the beginning, to the middle, to the end, to the beginning. You know, they took something that was only okay, but just due to editing, it made it something magical, something brilliant, something different. And I don't know what this writer said, this critic from Variety wrote back in 1923, but what I do, or 1922, but what I do know is, you can mix nearly anything and make it palatable if the talent is there, if the material is there, if the acting is there, or whatever. I thumb my nose at thee and bite my thumb at thee, sir. November 1923 saw the release of the second movie, Haldane of the Secret Service. Gladys Leslie, 1899 to 1976, played the girl, and William J. Humphrey, 1875 to 1942, and Richard Carlisle, 1914 to 2009, also starred. Houdini once again pulled out all the publicity stops. He printed thousands of tags for doorknobs that read, "This lock is not Houdini proof." He could pick it as easily as you could pick a daisy. See the master, man of mystery, Houdini in Haldane of the Secret Service. A picture that will thrill you to the marrows. Yeah, see, movies don't promise to thrill us to the marrows anymore. That's the problem, you know. In a world, I'm sick and tired of In a World. A movie that shall thrill you to the marrows. You know, we need to bring these turn of the century, early 1900s expressions back. Not all of them, obviously. I was thinking about some really foul stuff. Like, if you guys could see into my head, and as foul as you guys know, you'd probably cancel me. Like, stone him! Stone this man! Stone him to death! And I'm like, I kind of deserve it. But fortunately for you guys and everybody else, you can't see into my head because presence of mind is no longer there as much as the ability of the body to control and follow through. It still goes on up here, but physically I'm not as capable as following through on said things, so we gotta swallow pride a little bit and reel it back just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Forget about it. Cheers. Am I still alive? Am I still streaming? Is anybody here? Who knows? Who cares? We're going to pretend that this is thousands of people watching and they're just so intrigued by the thing I'm going to say next that I'm going to show you a picture of Houdini in Terror Island. Look at that. Does that not look terrible? It looks like it would thrill me to my marrows. Why am I talking so loud? I'm not going to blame it on the alcohol. I'm getting into it here. I would hope you guys would understand and respect that, but thrill me to my marrows. Was it from the movie 300? God damn it. No, it was a movie, Terror Island. An advertisement. A motion picture news advertisement for Terror Island 1920. A woman named Beverly West, played by Lila Lee, 1901 to 73, seeks the help of Houdini's character, Harry Harper. Her father is being held captive by South Sea natives. The ransom for his release is an exotic pearl in the shape of a skull that she owns. The natives believe the pearl has been stolen from the idol they worship. The pearl is also wanted by Job Mordaunt, played by Wilton Taylor. I don't know, Wilton Taylor sounds like an evil enough name. I don't know why they'd have to name him. Job. I'm assuming that's Job Mordaunt. Mourdant. 1869 to 1925. Oh, wow, he died kind of young. I mean, what is that, 56? That's pretty damn young. Mordaunt, Beverly's guardian, kidnaps her and sails out into the ocean, and Harper, inventor of a submarine used for salvaging sunken ships, follows in hot pursuit. Mordaunt throws Beverly overboard, and she is captured by the natives. When Harper arrives, "Hey there, what's going on, attention seeker? Haven't seen you in a minute." And she's captured by the natives. When Harper arrives on the island, he is too captured. But, of course, escapes. Because, it's Harry Harper, for crying out loud, people. He watches the natives lock Beverly into an iron safe that is then thrown into the sea. Houdini/Harper frees Beverly and gets his hands on the pearl after a fight with a man in a diving suit. The natives are so impressed by Harper's skills as a magician that they release Beverly and her father. The three sail off safely together. Bro, if Terror Island don't do it for you, what are you, dead? This sounds like a brilliant movie. I would watch this every day that ended with... no, I wouldn't watch it every day. I'd probably watch it once and be like, okay, that was interesting. I don't like reading. And here we are. Books and bourbon, baby. Well, let me explain to you, okay? You don't need to understand the why. Just understand the what. This lovely face, this beautiful baritone, and whiskey. I mean, seriously, you can't go wrong with that. And because I wasn't as pretty as I potentially should have been, I had to develop somewhat of a personality. So it all is just A plus B plus C equals moi. And you know, I might sound full of myself right now. That's just the whiskey talking. Just don't mind that. But you know what? If you like what you see here, why did you tell your friends about it that you think are somewhat like-minded that would probably also enjoy not heckling me and just sitting here and doing the thing? Oh, okay, well, this one has not one but two ads on it, so I'm going to finish up this paragraph or two. All right, fading fast. But the movie theaters remained fairly empty, and the reviews were cruel. Variety wrote, "Perhaps the renown of Houdini is fading, or more probably the Broadway managers were wise to how bad a film this one is. There is only one escape, and that is a poorly staged affair, showing the star free himself from a giant watermill. Instead of going in for his specialty, Houdini waltzes around in a tuxedo and dress suit." I mean, you know what? If you're going to be fancy, man. What count? Look, okay, so this is, the bottom is full of whiskey stones. All right, what count was the pour? There was no count to the pour. It's a lot of whiskey. It was almost a full pint glass minus the whiskey stones. So why am I slurring? Am I saying the thing? I know I'm a bit animated, but you know, I haven't had whiskey since last Wednesday. Give me straight. I mean, all you're going to find in there is whiskey, not even water from melted ice, because we're using whiskey stones. Oh, man, I love this song so much. I feel like I should be stroking a small dog or cat while I'm telling James Bond of my plans. For global domination, obviously, because it makes no sense for you to destroy the world, because you stay there too. Moonraker be damned. One of my favorite James Bond movies of all time. As a kid, watching it as an adult now, I'm like, wow, this was cheesy as hell. But we're not worried about James Bond and Roger Moore being the best James Bond because he was actually British. I don't care if he was old. He was charming and he was very British. Nobody else was British! Not really. Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, Sean Connery. I got nothing. Anyways, no, it's not straight because I added the whiskey stones to it, but it's there's no mix or fill or anything. Such reviews in the empty cinemas brought an end to the Houdini Picture Corporation. Productions in the pipeline were shelved and the company was dissolved. It was all financially disastrous, with lawsuits and court cases about the profits made from the successful Master Mystery series. At the end of the day, although Houdini's involvement in film did not create a new career for him, it bolstered his old one. He became even more famous globally, and his salary for his performances increased greatly. Sadly, however, even though he had lost a considerable amount of money performing on stage, was no longer something that he wanted to do. Ooh, so movies didn't work out for you, and you became more famous, but you didn't want to act on stage anymore, which was your bread and butter. Did you think this one through, Mr. Houdini? Erich Weiss, did you think this one through? Oh, man. You know what? For all the complaints and observations that I make on a regular basis, man, life is great. What am I doing? I'm drinking whiskey on a Tuesday night, reading a book to you guys. Would I be reading on my own and drinking whiskey? No. Would I be drinking whiskey on my own? No. But the cool thing is, you guys are here, so I'm not drinking allein, as the Germans say. I'm not drinking alone, right? So It's really super duper cool that you guys are here, because I am not technically making like, what was his name? George, was it Thorogood or I drink alone? No, I don't drink alone. Okay. If just like, okay, so if my internet's down, my Xbox doesn't even come on. That's just how that works, because I don't like getting achievements in game that don't count because I wasn't online. So, yes, I used to be an achievement whore, but now I derive such little pleasure from playing video games that if it's not online, I'm not even bothering. Yeah, I know you play one-player games because you haven't played competitive multiplayer in a hot minute either. I've played some more recently. I mean, I play Tetris damn near every day, with or without the stream, but that's because I'm an idiot. And I cannot play Tetris in the morning unless I get a controller before then, and I'll probably still be too drunk to go anywhere. Cherry, check the receipt. See if I'm still... Can I swap out the wired controller for another one? Even trade at Target tomorrow morning? Because I really don't have the money to buy even a $25 wired controller right now. Anyways. Oh, that is a terrible movie poster. Made back then. Okay, hang on. The Man from Beyond. In the Arctic, Howard Hillary had been frozen in ice for 100 years. He's brought back to civilization to the home of Professor Strange, where he attends the wedding of the professor's daughter, Felice. Hillary becomes convinced that Felice is his fiancée from before he was encased in the ice. After disrupting the ceremony, he is committed to a psychiatric hospital from which he escapes. The remainder of the film is spent in a struggle to defeat evil scientists, while at the same time trying to convince Felice that she is actually his long-lost love, as they search for her father, who had become abducted. Harry Houdini Picture Corporation presents Houdini in The Man from Beyond, and this picture is absolutely terrible. But you know, who am I to judge what qualified as good 100 years ago? You know what? Nah, I don't know, but I mean, according to this book and the reviews, how long ago was The Man from Beyond? 1921. So it is literally 101 years ago that this movie was released. That's knocking thoughts. Can't you? Houdini. Like I said, they may not remember Alexei Pajitnov's name, who didn't start getting paid for Tetris until relatively recently. Same way with the guy who invented Super Soaker. I mean, Alexei was because of communism, and the guy who invented the Super Soaker was systemic racism. Shh. Let's not talk about it. He finally did get paid, but, you know, he waited a long-ass time. He saw his product go successfully for almost 30 years before he legitimately got a big payday, but fuck it. Houdini Pictures Corporation presents Houdini, world-famous handcuff king in Haldane of the Secret Service with Gladys Leslie and all-star cast. Look at that, Haldane of the Secret. This is just a floating head. You see that? Does that look like a legit, like, yeah, I'm gonna go see that one. It's a floating Harry Houdini head playing Haldane of the Secret Service. Let's go do this. But I mean, think about it. Before viral was even a term used, and before the invention of the first television, this man was viral. Like, that's insane. Why am I talking so excited? Because that's how you need to be. Because if you're not excited, nobody cares. Even if it's fake excitement and enthusiasm, that's what you need. Just draw them in, man. Draw them in. Nobody wants to hear you be sad and be angry about how many viewers you don't have. No, it's not about that. It's about lying to the camera. Anyways, Haldane of the Secret Service. Heath Haldane Jr. is the son of a U.S. Secret Service agent who has been murdered by an international counterfeiting ring. Ooh. During his investigation of the ring, he rescues a young woman who was attacked near Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village, New York. He is led by his investigations to a large warehouse located close to the Hudson River, which turns out to be the distribution center where the counterfeit... Oh, well, thank you, that Alaskan Andy. You know what? That kind of reminds me... If you're legit in Alaska, well, good for you. More power to you. I was thinking about homesteading, but I love my motorcycle too much, and there's only about a month and a half to 2 months that I could legit ride. On the 1st. So it's been... What's the return policy on defective products? I think I dropped it, but, you know, if I could just do an even exchange, I wouldn't be mad at it. Well, thank you so much for the follow there, that Alaskan Andy. But I was trying to say, I thought about it for a while, but since I've got a bad back and quite a bit of arthritis, yes, I love guns and I don't like animals that much, so I'd be okay with Alaska. But at the same time, it's not for me. I don't mind the cold so much as I can't ride my bike as much as I'd like to, and I'm not doing the transfer to snowmobiles and all that goodness. But welcome, Tuesday nights is Books and Bourbon. You tuned into my... It may not be my highest average viewed stream, but it's definitely my most popular stream. People seem to not necessarily gush, but they do seem to enjoy this one the most. But I was thinking about a colder climate. I can't even go as far north as like Minnesota or Michigan or any of that. Is it 30 days? So okay. You gonna pick me up tomorrow morning? Cause I don't be. Oh no, you gotta work. No wait, you don't. Yeah, you gotta work in the morning. Never mind. I'll drive. This will be my one and only glass. Okay. But like I said, we are faking it till we make it. Located close to the Hudson River, which turns out to be the distribution center for the counterfeit currency being manufactured by the gang, but is discovered and taken prisoner. They tie him up and throw him into the river, but he manages to escape, swimming to a transatlantic steamer just leaving for London. Man, he is good. Yeah, I know you gotta work. Oh man, that tastes like nothing. Water? Anyways. In England, he has a secret meeting on Westminster Bridge with officers from Scotland Yard, and from there makes for France, where he finds the gang's hideout, an old monastery in a quiet village where the gang members are masquerading as monks. Scandalous. He is captured once again and bound to the spokes of an old water wheel. The ending of the film reveals the identity of the leader of the gang, the mysterious Dr. Yu. Houdini defeats the gang and proposes to the heroine. You know what? You just gotta love it, man. You gotta do an international... I mean, to be fair, you know, Secret Service, part of their job is not only to protect the Commander-in-Chief, but it's also to follow up on counterfeit U.S. currency. So, you know, for him to track them all the way down to France because he swam away from the bad guys that threw him in the river, and he caught a steamer to London. That's impressive, man. That's dedication right there. Man, nowadays people stub their toe and they're calling out sick for like 2-3 days. Oh, I broke my foot. It's kind of like my buddy Yo-Yo Ninja. You know, he took possession of hard copies of my artwork so I could make the logo and make the updates necessary in my store and on my stream and so on and so forth. You know, something that would have been... I mean, if I knew how to operate Photoshop and had a scanner and all that goodness, I probably could have done it in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. A little bit more because I'm meticulous about detail, but that's fine. I'm still waiting. It's been a week and a half. It's been a week and a half, and honestly, if he wasn't my friend, I would have beaten his ass by now. But I have so few friends that, you know, we shouldn't threaten violence to other people. Cool. Cool. The old me would have fucking damn shaken the change out of him, holding him up by his ankles. But I'm not the old me. I'm a you know, a cooler, chiller me. Maybe fatter, but, you know, can't win them all. Can't be sexy forever. Oh, wait. I think you can't stay sexy forever. And the secret is not living anymore. Follow me for more life hacks. Ooh, shit. Too soon? I mean, Heath Ledger will always be beautiful. He never... I mean, how old was Heath Ledger? Maybe 40? 42? At the most? Nah, he still had a baby face, so...
A is for...
Exactly. Well, thank you, Michael, for playing the longest sumbitch ever. I don't even want to talk over it, because it's amazing. God, One Piece.
C.
You gotta love it, man. Nobody knows how to fucking laugh in that, especially villains.
D is for... E is for...
That's that Doflamingo laugh right there. Whoosh.
G is for... H is for...
Hold on. That's my girl Perona right there. See, for me personally, I absolutely love the show. I'm nowhere close to finished. I still have
is for...
about 200 episodes to go, but I'm getting there.
L is for... M
Rufy! Oh, that was what's his face? Bartholomew.
is for...
He has a really cool devil's
O
power.
is for... P is for...
I don't even know all these. Like,
Q
I may have heard
is
them
for...
and I just wasn't paying attention because, you know.
R is for... S is for...
Oh man, hated that dude. So
T is for...
Oh, it's a bit warm in here.
U
It's
is
probably
for...
the whiskey thinning my blood, making me think
V
it's warmer than it
is
actually
for-
is.
W is for... X is for... Y is for... Z is for...
Yeah, damn you, Blackbeard. Yes, I absolutely do love that one. That one is brilliant. Ooh, look, I caught a little bit of sun. I got a little bit of red glow about me. That's terrible. I'm so pale that the hour or so that I spent in the sun has gotten me a wee bit burnt. Yeah. Look at that. This is the hat I wore. There's like sticks on it and shit. Sticks and webbing and stuff. Well, I'm so glad that was on my hat instead of in my hair and on my face because... Look, between just you and me, I hate the great outdoors. Look, yeah, I know I look like I was born in a barn, but that's still not outdoors. Oh, well, I'm glad you like it, Michael. I did enjoy the Bat Who Laughs. I enjoyed the artwork. I did not read the story arc or the comic book series for it, but as a matter of fact, I have a half and half. It's more of a Bat Who Laughs, but it's like one half is like Batman, the other half is like Joker Skull Batman, and it's a gorgeous picture. I mean, I got it from Hobby Lobby, but I was just like, this looks great. I need this in my life. I have this weird thing about collections, and if I absolutely love it and adore it, I'll either start a new collection or add to a current existing collection. And it's terrible because, you know, I don't have the money or the square footage to put up all these collections and or whatever, but you know, it's I'm doing the best I can for a somewhat mentally ill man. You know, normally all this stuff would be hidden in the garage, away from the wife and children, because these are collectibles, not toys. But I'm not. Well, I mean, I guess legally, technically, I never divorced, but so I guess I'm married, but no children that I know of, and no, no live-in significant other. Let's just put it that way. Ugh. But all of you are significant to me. You know why? Because you're here, and anybody who's here obviously has great taste, because here we are. Enjoy my brand new red glow. Who's that? Who's that with the light in my window? Anyways. Am I glowing? Yeah, I look like I got a red hue about me. It looks like you're adjusting the tint on the son of a gun. But anyways. Let us continue. We are on the next chapter. Quite nice. Part 5. A magician in the spirit world. What the eye see, the ear hears, and the mind believes. Harry Houdini. Is he wearing eyeliner? He's wearing eyeliner, isn't he? Look at that face, though. Hey, pal. There's so much shit that's broken, I don't even want to walk you through it right now. But the good news is, you could save a whole lot of money on your car insurance by not paying it. Me, personally, I need to check in with the county and be like, hey, my truck, my bike, my house, I don't want to pay on the house. So, you know, you guys can figure that out, because apparently as a disabled veteran, I don't have to pay my property tax, which is cool. But at the same time, in order for that to happen, like, hey, could you guys refund me the money that I paid when I bought the house to... I'm just kidding. I didn't buy a house, guys. I'm renting. Oh, there we go again with that fucking Josh and Drake wink. So we're on Piggyback Ride right now. But if I feel like continuing after this, we're going to switch to Crown Black. Because it's cheaper. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm broke, but I'm not that broke. But at the same time, a $75 bottle versus a $60 half gallon. And guess what? I'm drinking the Piggyback Rye. Yeah, Crown Black is all fine and well, but this Piggyback Rye is fucking delicious as hell, right? Whistle Pig, Piggyback Rye, aged 6 years. Quite nice. Bam, right? Anyways, yeah. I know, sick biceps for a big old fat guy. They were even sicker when I still worked out. Aha! Chapter 18. Encountering Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. You guys might know that name from, I want to say Tarzan and Sherlock Holmes, but I could be wrong. I was actually talking to Havoc earlier, saying that it was interesting to watch you guys play Halo, and I could hear him on your stream, but I could not hear you on your stream, so I switched to his stream, and I could hear you and him on his stream. And I was like, alright, well, look at you with a professional capture card and all that jazz, and you can't even get your audio to work. Nate, when you coming over next? We got shit to do. I'm just kidding. If you came over, I'm like, enjoy the couch, man. We'll do what we do, but you get a wild hair up your ass. You do shit on your own, and I don't know where the knobs and the fascia are for the shit. I mean, I'll find it, but You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar, and we appreciate and love you. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What a fucking name right there. Not only do you go by all three of your names, which is totally serial killery of you, but you also have the title of Sir, so you're a knight in support of the king, queen, whatever. Was a remarkable individual. His writing was hugely successful, and he traveled the world, a very famous man. He had killed off his equally famous fictional detective Sherlock Holmes, but such was the uproar and public demand for more Holmes stories that he had to bring him back to life. When do you... Nate doesn't sleep. Nate naps. And the more uncomfortable it is, aka in the back of an ambulance, the better he sleeps. He sleeps, but I think Nate is the younger, less sexy version of me, not as fat version of me, that, he also only naps. He doesn't sleep. He sleeps, but he doesn't sleep. I don't sleep. Practically, look at this. It's got this red outline about me, and it's not the sign in the back. It's just that tiny bit of sun I got today. Oh, Nate don't sleep. I don't sleep. We nap. And the more uncomfortable and terrible it is, the better we sleep. You don't wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah, I know I'm very... If hitting the camera made you feel it, I would. But not only is it only going to break my stuff, but you're not going to feel it. So I'm not going to hit the camera! Because penis. Oh. Yeah, well, going out in the sun's over frickin' rated. There's better ways. Well, okay. There's more expensive ways of getting your vitamin D. I'm so mature. Anyways, his first wife died in 1906, and a year later he married Jeanne Lecky, a woman with whom he had been in love for the previous 10 years. It was following his remarriage that Conan Doyle began to fully embrace spiritualism as a religion rather than a curiosity. Oh, I guess it's Jean, not Jean, because Jean would be John in French. What the hell is that shit? No, what's the green one? Oh, it's animated, and it's... Why is it animated on the mobile but not on the PC? I can't accept what? Is that supposed to be a heart? Accept the heart? Why is it green? Why is a heart... Man... I think I don't wake up all night other places so I don't wake other people up. Did you have a stroke? Should I call an ambulance for you? I don't know your address off the top of my head, but they're going to be kicking down your door in a minute. You alright, Cherry? I think Cherry's having a stroke, people. Oh, and ladies. God damn! How the fuck did she kill 12 chicks? Did she try to hatch them? Did you make your wife fucking incubate them with her ass? Because that might have done it. Humans are not meant to sit on eggs. Nate, don't make your wife sit on eggs. How the fuck did she kill 12 fucking chicks? Jesus, peep peep. Peep peep. Jesus. That's a lot of peep peeps, man. Oh, for fuck's sake, Peep Peep's got to be in a warm area. And if the hens aren't being, what is it, brooding or whatever the fuck, you got to have them inside with warm little sun lamps. They can't... God damn it. Tell her I am disappointed. to tell her I'm disappointed and I'm sorry she's a mass murderer, because I think once you pass like 5, you're a mass murderer. I think 6 or more, it's no longer serial killer, it's mass murderer. And you can't even eat them. What are you gonna do with the chick? They don't have enough meat to do anything with. Oh, poor baby. Oh, god damn it! Why is that child so cute? That's so terrible. God, 12 out of 19. That is redonkulous. that's insane. Before, that's not even freezing though. Why the fuck were they all dying? Chicks are stupid. Just like real life chicks are stupid. Anyways, spiritualism became very popular during and after the First World War, 1914 to 18, when countless deaths left grieving families grasping for anything that would compromise or promise contact with their deceased loved ones. Conan Doyle had himself suffered losses in the conflict. His son Kingsley, 2 brothers-in-law, and a number of nephews. His mind was filled with questions as to their whereabouts in death. Oh, because Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a very prestigious, rich individual / author. He didn't say anything about his service. Either that or he was really fucking lucky and everybody else died. That's what happens when you sell your soul to the devil, kind of thing. Voices in the Darkness. In September 1919, Conan Doyle and Jean attended a seance featuring the amateur medium Evan Powell. In a hotel room, Powell insisted that Conan Doyle tie him to his chair. Beside him was placed a megaphone in luminous paint. After the lights were all switched off, a deep voice could be heard. It claimed to belong to a spirit named Blackhawk, who was Powell's spirit control. The voice announced that Lily wished to speak to the lady of the wigwam. Lily, they presumed, was a recently dead friend of Jean's, Lily Loader Simmons. Deeply impressed, the Conan Doyles returned the next night, and this time, well, Moo Man? Moo Ann. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I appreciate the follow, and welcome to Books and Bourbon. It's a Tuesday night thing. It's what we do. I drink whiskey and attempt to read a book, and that's pretty much it. Variety streamer in the evenings and Tetris in the morning / afternoon. Do I ever clean them? I mean, yeah. I clean them every time I shower, you know. Little slide, little your gauges stay. Well, as long as you're not using anything outside of non-porous materials. As long as you're using like stainless or whatever. Ah, shut up, Nate. I'm gross, but you know, I mean, this is only 14 gauge, so it's not like. Unfortunately, you got to go up in gauges to get the really cool jewelry, and I just refuse to gauge out. I absolutely refuse to gauge out. I don't want to go any larger, just because I do enjoy the confused look of people and their faces. Yeah, go stainless. Honestly, if you can, it may cost a little bit more than your more natural materials, but stainless is not only non-porous, but it's a lot easier to clean and keep disinfected and smelling neutral or not at all. Silicone can grab a bit of funk too. Oh, are you asking for a room tour? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to read for a little bit longer. The words are starting to get a little bit shaky because Something about a pint of whiskey will get you there. I would not puke if mine smelled, but I would not be a fan of it. I could keep them cleaner than I do, but, you know, it's surgical stainless, so, you know, it's not only is it non-magnetic, but it doesn't hold stank. I wouldn't. I mean, look, we all do strange things with their animals. Okay, so, you know, I think it's that time anyways. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, we're getting into the spiritualism side of it, the mediums and all that goodness. But okay, so this is how. Okay, so I feel like the old lady from Golden Girls. Picture this, Sicily, 1922. Okay, we're not picturing Sicily in 1922 and the rivers of pepperoni, but we're gonna rewind back to in early 2000s. It's feeding time at my friend's house. He's got himself a big old constrictor of sorts, some type of rat or corn snake. He asked me, Jeremiah was his name. He's like, "Hey, dude, it's feeding time. You want to come over see me feed a mouse and snake?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this shit," right? I go over to his house. He's got his corn/rat snake, and we got this teeny tiny white little mouse. It's so young that its eyes aren't even open yet, and you know, I mean, the thing is so small it fit in a shot glass, easy peasy. This is relevant to your story. Right, attention seeker. But okay, so we put this mouse inside the cage with the snake, right? Suddenly, this tiny mouse, it can't see and it does not know what to do, but it just panic, full tilt, fear, and flight hit its little nerves and said, "We gotta go. Doesn't matter where." This thing bolted through the snake, right? Just into the snake and through, right? And out the window. Now, mind you, the window, the glass terrarium that the snake was in, was sitting about 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the ground. So this little white mouse said, "Ah, splat." I mean, from his perspective, he just fell off the Empire State Building, right? But he didn't give a shit. So I picked him up by his little scruff, you know, he just back of the neck, pinched that skin, picked him up, put him in the water bowl, propped his little elbows up on the water bowl like he's sitting in a jacuzzi, right? He smelled the smell again, plowed through the snake again, jumped out the window, and splatted. So I picked him up this time, a little bit more gently, and I was like, "Look, Jeremiah." He insists on being Jeremiah, not Jeremy or Jerry or anything. He wanted to be called Jeremiah. That's one of those people that's like, "Mother, Father, would it be all right if I went outside and flew my kite?" And they'd be like, "Yes, Jeremiah, that would be quite all right, but make sure you're in within..." I don't know. So you know what I'm saying. Jeremiah seems pretentious. He's a twat waffle. We're not going to talk about him. I was like, "Hey, Jeremiah, dude, this little bulldozer plowed through your snake not once but twice. Would it be okay by you if I kept him?" And Jeremiah was just like, "All right." Because the snake was not being aggressive enough. So apparently the snake wasn't hungry enough to eat this little fucker that plowed through him twice. Alright, so since clearly with its eyes closed, I'm assuming that it still needed milk. So this is a feeder mouse, you know, for you know, snakes. So I was just like, alright, let me see if they got any kind of milk or powdered milk or whatever at the German pet store that was right around the corner from my house. And we found this stuff called kitty milk, and it was, you know, powdered milk for kittens. But I'm like, well, the rat's not going to know the difference. Milk is milk is milk. It's high in protein and whatever, electrolytes. It's what the baby mouse needs. Anyway, so there were pictures that we took with actual film. They were not digital pictures. They were legitimate old school pictures with the cameras that we took. Pictures of me holding little Dozer in a shot glass and even having just his tail hanging out my mouth. So, yes, very long story. Okay, so at the time, I pissed off the Rear Detachment Sergeant Major, Sergeant First Class Cheryl Collins, cunt incarnate. If you guys ever run across Sergeant First Class Cheryl Collins, you can spit in her face. I'm okay with that. That's technically assault, but just make sure you get away before the cops show up. Anyways, I was on staff duty, which was supposed to be 24 hours on, 24 hours off. But since I pissed her off through a blatant abuse of power, she put me 24 on, 24 off for the following 3 to 6 months. Now, sure, we're allowed to sleep during the shift, but I don't know if you've ever worked 24 hours straight at one place and then immediately had to be back the next fucking day. God, it sucks. Oh, because the 24 on, 24 off was more like 26 on, 22 off, and that was if I was lucky. Because she would make me stay for formations after my COB, and so it was from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. And okay, anyway, so I took this little fucker with me, and I had a little syringe with the fucking kitty milk mixed up, and I'd feed it to him, and I did this for 2-3 days straight. So I did 2 full shifts on staff duty in 3 days, right? And I get a call from the wifey on my 4th day, I'm back at staff duty, telling me that his eye is open. I'm like, I've bottle fed this motherfucker like once an hour for 3 days straight, pretty much. And then the one day she has him, he opens his fucking eyes. I was pissed. But yeah, fast forward the story a little bit, okay, to make a long story slightly longer. Turns out he wasn't a mouse, he was a rat. But his name was Dozer, and I would take him everywhere with me. He would sit on my shoulder. Sometimes he'd get up inside my shirt, and just the tip of his tail and his little nose would stick out from underneath the shirt. You know, we're talking about like a flannel shirt over a t-shirt or whatever. But he was a sweet baby. He was sweet. He would come running to you if you called him, and he'd run right up your arm if you let him. And you know, just a very, very sweet, super intelligent, eager to please, knows his name and responds to it rat. Seriously, people may say cats are loving and super intelligent and blah, blah, blah. You just need a different training. I'm like, well, a rat and a dog are relatively easy to train. Cats, I don't know the first thing, and, I don't care enough to actually train them. But, as far as I'm concerned, dogs and rats are better than cats. Well, rats are very sweet, but you need to get them super young. You need to train them well because they don't mean to, but they do nip. They do bite. And I don't know if you know this, but they can kind of chew through steel. So they can bite hard if they want to. I had 2 rats in my lifetime. One was Dozer and the other one was Pepe. Pepe was a dickhead, okay? Pepe was difficult. He was sweet, but he wasn't bottle fed like Dozer was. So it doesn't matter if it's a feeder rat or if it's a feeder mouse or if it's a pet rat or a pet mouse. If they're sweet, they're sweet, and if they're not, they're not. Yeah, now imagine a mouth that could friggin' pretty much go around one of those damn cherry tomatoes versus a mouth that can barely get over a kernel of corn. yeah, their teeth are bigger and they can bite harder, and it just depends on their level of exposure to humans and being handled versus not. You know what I'm saying? Same thing applies for mice. Mice can seriously, they put a serious bite in you too. At my peak, we had, as far as animal ownership, and because of my crazy wife with no children, we had 4 mice, 2 rats, 2 dogs, and a cat. That was, feeding time was amazing. And by amazing, I mean it took probably the better part of 20 minutes to feed everybody, you know. And I'll tell you what, the mice and the rats were eating more fresh veggies and fruits than I was. Oh. Yeah, I do need to work out again. You guys are right. You guys are right. Absolutely. We're all on the thing. But anyways, so the Germans would freak out because they never saw somebody in public with a rat on their shoulder. But see, it wasn't like he was sitting there like a parrot. He would burrow in underneath my shirt, and it would just be like the tip of his nose and his whiskers, and like just some of his tail poking out. Oh man, what is that? A fucking avocado? What the fuck is that? That is. Oh well, okay. So Nate, I don't know if you've heard the thing, but apparently, clean dick tastes like avocado. I heard this from my nurse friend. I don't know the veracity or the truth to it, but what I do know is I'm not personally a fan of avocado, so now that I know that clean dick tastes like avocado, bro, so look at that. This right here is why I can't be Hollywood leading man elite. Like, look at this with the hat on, even if I didn't have the weight. What do we got? Ethnic thug number 4, number 3 on a good day, and number 2 if I get a speaking part. I ain't friggin' am spending $2,000-$3,000 a month on rent with roommates for a chance to be in low budget, straight to Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever movies to be ethnic thug number 2, 3, 4. Avocados are gross. They have no flavor. They're just mushy. They're slightly dry snot. AC/DC's overrated, and so is Phil Collins. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this not controversial opinion time? Oh, fuck. I fucked up. Sorry. Well, my whiskey stones are no longer chilled. So do I go from here and rinse them off and put them back in the bag, or do I just put them back in the bag as is? I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to rinse off this 96.56 proof pot distilled. What? How the fuck is it 96.56 proof? Oh, that only makes it 48 something % alcohol. Man, that sounds about right. Nate likes his avocado. I mean, you gotta sprinkle something, a little dash of salt or something. Nothing, just straight up like, oh, I'm gonna bite into this like a fucking pear. Don't do that, Nate. Nate, stop. Get some help. Although, to be fair, in case you guys didn't know, Cherry has a little title I gave her. She is Princess in the Wasabi Pea. Go ahead, Cherry. Tell the people about why you're Princess in the Wasabi Pea. I'll tell him because you talk like you had a stroke. So Cherry and I are chilling on the couch, and I'm eating handful after handful of wasabi peas because, you know, I'm a bit of a savage and I like spicy and I like wasabi peas. Anyways, I jokingly, because, you know, I know the stereotypes when it comes to white people, how they don't like spice or, you know, seasoning or anything. I offered her the wasabi peas. I kind of like handed the tray of wasabi peas that I had in front of me. She grabs one pea out of the box, and I swear to God, she had barely managed. I don't even know if she crunched into the one wasabi pea, but her eyes went like in a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Oh, yeah, right. Her eyes just got huge. And she sprung up from a near fully horizontal position on the couch to dashing into the bathroom to spit and cough up whatever she had just chomped into. And so I was like, see, I knew it. White people can't handle no damn heat, no spice. And you know, she was like, it was extra spicy, y'all. And I was just like, bitch. When Sonic does his fucking little spin dash, you were moving faster than Sonic. And no, there was chugging the drink after you came. You fucking did a teleport. Like, you were on your feet and you were in the bathroom before I could even blink. Like, I can blink pretty fast. Right? And you were gone before that. Yeah, exactly what Nate said. And that's why you are Princess in the Wasabi Pea. You may have a false recollection of how shit went down, but let me tell you, I'm the person with the best drunken recollection of any of my friends ever, always, forevermore. So, in a way, I've always been the default drunken party night stenographer, you know? So, if there was something that needed to be remembered and or recalled, I was the go-to guy. It doesn't matter if I was puking and blackout drunk. I usually had the best recollection of how shit went down. I don't even think I was drunk that night, Cherry. You had literally one wasabi pea. And it's gone. And meanwhile, I'm eating, you know, a handful at a time, like, oh, you know, crunchy lava. It's beautiful. I do like me some wasabi peas. You know what's better than one handful of wasabi peas? 2 handfuls of wasabi peas. God, my nails are so long. Oh, look, guys, we're coming up on the last of the black, as far as the paint. The whole. This is from fucking post-Christmas. Like, we're talking about 2 days after Christmas. And here we are. God damn. Oh my goodness, guys, tomorrow. So, well. Guys, in 48 minutes, it is going to be my truck's 2nd birthday that I've owned it. So, if I haven't pulled the plug yet, in 48 minutes, we're gonna sing happy birthday to my Perona, which is the name of my truck. Oh my goodness, I bought it April 20th as a joke. I just wanted to look at trucks and waste a salesperson's time. But apparently at that point in time, my credit was good enough to get a vehicle with low to no down payment. Yeah, East Coast don't count. You know why it doesn't count? Because it's my street. It's my time zone. Well, then you get on the Discord and you friggin' sing happy birthday to Perona. And then in another less than 50 minutes, the rest of us, well, I'm not going to sing happy birthday to a fucking truck. That shit's dumb. That's like holding marriages and birthday parties for your fucking dogs. Jesus Christ. If I were allowed to actually literally whip people like it's fucking 1840s America, it would be people who fucking give birthday parties to their dogs and marriages to their dogs. Like, seriously, if anybody needs a whip to their back, it's those people. That's some fucking seriously weird-ass white people shit. Who the fuck does that? I hold a birthday party for my dog. We got a special dog cake from the dog bakery, and we only spent $78 on it. You spent more than you would on your dog's food for 3 months on a birthday cake for your dog that eats cat shit. Let me get this straight. For an animal that would eat its own puke without gagging, you spent 70 USD dollar dues on a fucking cake that it can eat? Seriously, as far as a whip is concerned. Dog birthday party? Dog marriage? Oh my Jesus. Bruh. Bro, oh, by the way, the term cracker existed before the fucking colonies did. It was a classist fucking term. Right? I can't have a slice of that cake unless I want to be violently ill. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Neighborinos, can I borrow your puppy? Because apparently we're in the just chatting phase of the stream. You guys fall asleep on me? Shit, y'all haven't said anything all damn night. Well, I mean, Ryan said something ages ago about something. What the fuck is that? Are those fucking urine samples? Are those supposed to be beers or urine samples? I don't even know. As a phlebotomist, I truly do care about the plight of the people of color. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. Wow, who would have known I would have devolved from the point of we'll talk about my pet rat to I'm gonna whip white people. Because you know it's white people that are into that shit. You know what? As far as playing into... Ew, that's a terrible show. Can I borrow your puppy for about an hour? I have never practiced sleight of hand, but I have been known to dabble a bit in the art of wordplay. Well, okay, so the same reason Justin Trudeau was elected ever more than once is the same reason why there's a viewership for Gilmore Girls or Supernatural. It's trash. We all know that Justin Trudeau is a trash human being, and we all know that Gilmore Girls and Supernatural are trash TV shows. But thanks to the card-carrying members of the XX group, garbage shows like that will continue not only to be produced and made, but watched. Why do people watch Oprah? Why do people watch Dr. Phil? Why do people watch Maury? Because they're bored, they're at home, and they have a vagina. These are facts. Oh, you watch those shows? Nate, calm down. Oh, shit. Ryan called Nate out. I know you ain't saying I like Aquaman, because I don't even like Jason Momoa as a human being, nonetheless an actor. Like, bro, in every role he plays is every movie he's in, a dumb, muscle-bound idiot. That's what he plays. It's Jason Momoa acting as Jason Momoa in every fucking movie he's in. And you know what? If he has a fucking problem with it, that's his fucking problem. You know, Jason Momoa, you're gonna come by here with my 5 fucking viewers and fucking them talk shit? Ooh! Alright, I mean... What the fuck is SPN? SPN? Oh, Supernatural. No, bitch! You don't get the fucking... SN maybe. Supernatural is 2 words, and yet you made a 3-letter acronym for its fucking abbreviation. Even sober, I would have taken a second to click on that shit. Like SPN. Fuck. Snipers preying on N-words? What? No, that's fucking terrible. Don't say that. Don't be racist. SPN. Well, just like the U.S. Army has its acronyms, right? SSG, Staff Sergeant, right? SGT, Sergeant, and so on and so forth. We already have the acronyms built in with the E grades and so on and so forth, but yet for some reason that's not good enough for the Washington Post, the New York Times, and all these other fucking leftist rag fucking publications. They have to be like, no, Staff Sergeant is now SSGT. Why? SSG was plenty. Staff Sergeant, right? I understand SGT was the abbreviation. The cheat sheets are already up for you. You don't need to come up with your own cheat sheet. You know why? Because it's already there. It's right there for you. Penis. Cherry, I'm gonna make with the fucking machete and cut you out. You better cut that shit out. Both of you fuckers. Well, ESPN is just a fucking damn leftist, uneducated fucking damn echo chamber, but that's okay. That's okay, because, you know, the second you say something outside of it, aka Charles Barkley or whatever, you just cut out of the fucking loop, which is fucking terrible. Hey, keep the stably puff out of it, man. I need to make a shooty puff. The fuck is this? No flaming heart thing. I don't even know what that is. Come on, guys. Look. Just like I asked you really nicely, don't fucking put up links to outside fucking shit, even if it's to promote me. Don't guide people off the channel. And at the same time, well, okay, well, thank you for tuning in, attention seeker. I appreciate it. You're not gonna stay on to maybe see the puppy? Go to sleep. You're tired. I'm not gonna twist your arm. The neighbors still haven't said yes yet. Can I borrow the puppy? Clearly, we're on a chitty chat, and I feel like me cradling a little pupper pup. Hey, can I borrow your puppy? You guys probably hear that inside the house. Do I need to call you? How's this work? Do we need to fill out official forms in triplicate? Get the I'll give him back. I'm not gonna keep him, but you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these whiskey stones and put them back in the bag and back in the freezer, and then we're gonna top this off with Crown Black. What? $78? What the fuck is $78? $1.78 exclamation point. Is that a command for something? Dude, you need to check out the shit, because it's been a minute and all kinds of shit is fucked up, and I don't know how to fix any of it versus just deleting everything and starting from scratch. And I don't want to do that because you put so much work and effort into the thing and penis. Well, you guys have yourselves a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate your patronage and company and all that goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, that's the fucking damn. That's the lit joint right there. That right there, that's the song that plays where they're getting ready to beat the brakes off of something. Yeah, pretty much. Because at this rate, we're gonna have to put cooldowns on shit if you guys are gonna do shit like that. Oh! Mother goose! Hold on. Where's my crown at? Alright, so we're not drinking the top dollar stuff anymore. Where's my my bottom dollar stuff? Where's my crown? Tell that sweet, sweet girl that shit happens when you party naked. No, please don't tell her that, but God, she cried because her mom's a murderer. Fuck, I got nothing. Penis. Okay, so before I do it, guys, do you think I should do black door frames? Right? Me personally, I think I should. Where the fuck? Suck brick, kid! Oh my goodness, I definitely did not fucking approve that one. But yeah, sure, why not? I'll suck brick, kid. That's some dumb shit, and you know, there are times, it's very rare, but there are times when I regret giving you fucking as much authority as I've given you, and that's one of them. It's one of the rare instances, and that's okay. You know what, you're entitled to your opinion. I suck for 5 bits. Alright, cool, thanks for the bits. You see, if one doesn't agree with the other, where the fuck is my goddamn shit at? Yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. Yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. Yo ho ho ho. Gosh, guys, I don't get to borrow the puppy? Well, I feel sad now, and I still don't know where the fuck my crown went. It's literally a half-gallon bottle. Binkasake! Guys. Fucking my shit go. This is fucking absolutely horrendous. Somebody keeps on drinking my whiskey. See, that's Tanqueray, which I'm pretty sure I killed that bottle. We got our Hendrick's gin. That's not the bottle either. Maybe, just maybe, we have some whiskey sitting here. Oh, there's the Crown Black. It's sitting next to the fucking speaker. Alright, cool. Alright, that's enough for now. I misplaced it. It was next to the speaker. I was looking on the floor. Yeah, well, maybe I pissed in the cup. I mean, to be fair, you're right, though. You got a point. The puppy would be cradled in the arms, not held on the floor or next to a speaker. Alright, see you in a sec. Guys, I'm going to go get a puppy. I'll be right back. And for those of you who haven't seen my emotional support machete, you're not going to see it tonight either because I'll be holding the puppy. Maybe after that. Be right back, you beautiful bastards. Good Lord. my goodness. We're back. Have we missed anything? I got puppy glitter. I got puppy glitter. What's Nate doing? Oh, goodness me, oh my. Look at this little man. Look at that little man. He's so regal with his eyes looking two different directions. Yeah. This is what happens when you let man play God. He makes pugs. I think we've been irresponsible with selective breeding. Yeah. He's gained like 1.5 pounds or whatever in the past couple months. I mean, to be fair, any dog for the most part looks small next to me unless it's one of those 200-pound super beasts, and you know. Oh goodness! Oh, sorry about that. I was watching the comments, not you yawning. Arr. But look at his little face, though. Look at that little face. You ready for your close-up, Mr. DeMille? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. You've more than doubled in size. I mean, you've gone from really tiny to kind of tiny. So, what do you have to say about yourself? Oh, don't tuck your head looking all cute. You don't know what to make of being here because it doesn't have all the other animals. And you're just like, what's going on here? What? Can I have a drink? You don't get... No, it's not for youngins. You'll never be old enough to drink this stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's just what I needed. Yeah, that made you sneeze, huh? My goodness! Oh, he thinks he's a cat! So anyways, this little bundle of joy is Sebastian Bernard. Huh? Is it official? Yeah, he's small as a cat, but he's got a dog. Yes, most definitely cuter. I mean, to be fair, there are ugly kittens, but there are no ugly puppies. And guys, get online. If you can find a dog under 3 months that's ugly, and I agree with you, go ahead, start searching. I mean, obviously, we're not talking about birth defects where the brains are showing, but we're talking about like a legitimate breed puppy, mud or not, that's not got anything majorly, massively wrong with it. I don't think there exists a puppy under 3 months that's ugly. Small breed or not. Not cutter. Hey, what do you think? Will you attach a knife to your fucking collar? You'll be a cutter. Look out, the puppy's gonna cut you. Look, Sebastian, you can't be watching. You can't be with your throngs of fans if you look. I mean, okay, so there's a puppy butthole. I mean, you're welcome, guys. He's being camera shy weird. I mean, I can turn around. Turn around. I don't know if that's gonna help though. There we go. We'll turn a little bit so I can kind of look. He's gotten a lot more feisty, right? He yips and kind of borks. He sounds like a little squeaky toy. You know? Well, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you about you. No, I'm not talking to you. I was talking about you. Yeah, that's you. You know it. You know the sound, right? So how long have we known Sebastian for? We've known him since, what was he, was it 60 or 70 days? When did you guys get him? When was Sebastian actually born? Versus his first guest appearance. I can't really read the comments right now because, you know, my back is turned to everything that I can read. But it's okay. We'll do the forearm scoop and swoop. Oh, there we go. January 8th. Look at this little face though. You smell kind of like pee. You think you need another bath. It's okay though. Lucky for him, he's cute. Look at that little face. I mean, how can you argue with the face like this? Sebastian, you want me to read Harry Houdini? He doesn't even know what Harry Houdini is. Hold on, calm down. There we go. We just want to switch hands. It's okay, I got you, little pal. That's right, we're pandering right now. We're pandering with the cuteness. And a puppy. Is this what every Books and Bourbon is going to devolve into? Sebastian, you got maybe another month or two of super cute left. Huh? Am I going to have to borrow a cat or a turtle at some point? Or a tortoise? Maybe. You guys have any questions for Sebastian? Because I'll try my best to answer on his behalf. So anyways, many a year ago, my wife, she asked me, she's like, what do you want to do this year with our taxes? I'm like, what do you mean? And she says, well, we can either pay our bills like responsible adults, or we can get a puppy. And I looked at her, I'm like, you fucking bitch. She's like, well, what'd I say? I'm like, is that even an option? Of course we're gonna get a fucking puppy. And there was a relief in her face and so on and so forth. But yes, we ended up getting a golden retriever that year instead of paying our bills like responsible adults. Her name was Kira Ann, and my last name, which I'm not going to share with you because doxing is a serious thing and I'm not going to do it to my damn self. But, you know, this dog, this beautiful blessing, was just so amazing. She was a golden retriever puppy, and she was about 14 weeks when I got her, the day I got her. 14 weeks, what's that? 3 months and 2 weeks? Something like that? I don't know. Oh, anyways, never in my lifetime will there be a better dog. I mean, we got cute puppies, obviously, but, you know, as far as intelligence, obedience, ability to train and just being my dog in general, she was the bestest. But you know, once again, I'm biased. Who knows? This little man right here might be the bestest ever at some point. He's still young and inexperienced. He's still in the learning mode. But, you know, he's got that cute mode going on. So good for him. Good for you. You got that cute going on. And I don't know what it is about his little cheekies, but they need to be pinched. You see little thick cheekies like that, and you don't pinch them, there's something... You are dead inside. Somebody come pick me up. I want to get food. JK, I'll be alright with the next nothing I've got right here, right now. Anyways, so what are you guys up to tonight? Other than watching my stream and not talking. Oh, that's right. We got to put out the freaking, was it the weed and milk for the weed cookies and milk for Snoop Dogg because it's 420 Eve. D.O. double jizzle. Ryan, this puppy is sleeping? You're not bringing in the cute pandering that I was expecting. Hello? No, sleeping is not going to do it. I can't read the book like this. Huh, it's okay. He's cute and he's sleeping. See, this is all I want in life. I just want somebody to cradle me and pet me and tell me I'm pretty. They don't even need to tell me I'm pretty. They just need to scratch me. Not pet me. They need to scratch me. Nails and everything. Look at that little face. He's so tired. Oh. My dude, you were on camera. Everything was chill. And you... You're going to sleep? Everybody's going to sleep. Oh, we got the puppy glitter going everywhere. Oh, I'm so tired. We're all going to sleep. It's nappy nap time. Look at that squidgy little face. Say what you want. I don't think there's such a thing as an ugly puppy. I don't think an ugly puppy exists. Sure, I may be biased because I prefer cats over dogs, but there are ugly kittens. There are no ugly puppies. Have you guys sent me anything? Look, dude, me petting this puppy... I think the only thing that would make it more complete as far as like Bond villain is concerned would be for me to have like one of my Dracos, one of my AKs with me. You pee on my hand a little bit? I think you peed on my hand a little bit. It's okay. You gross little puppy. You gross. You peed on my hand a little bit. I think you peed on my hand a little bit. Ryan, your boy done peed on my hand a little bit. I'll let you sniff my friggin' damn thumb, but trust me, I know the smell of pee, and that's pretty much the grossness you gave me. It's just a little squirt, no big deal, but what is it? You like Mozart too? It's just a lump. Gosh dang it. So it's supposed to be an 11 o'clock stream, and I feel like we're about to end it, but you know, it's okay though. I feel like you, me, by you I mean you guys. And the puppy, we just got the good vibes. We read a little bit out of the Houdini book. Huh? Pet the puppy. Showed off tattoos. Showed off pug puppy. Listen to some amazing music. I mean, I don't see how it gets much better than that. Guys, first world problems? Yes, I'm also on this new kick of shorter streams. 3-hour minimum, just... I don't know. I just don't feel like we're doing the thing. What are we trying to hit? Nothing, really. Especially not right now. I mean, sure, I got peed on a little bit, but, you know, it happens. I mean, honestly, can you ever say that you've done anything in life if you haven't been peed on a little bit at least a couple times? I'm going to say no. If you haven't got peed on a little bit, if not a lot of bit, then you haven't lived life. I mean, hell, on a daily basis, especially during spring, we got all the spermatozoa from trees and flowers and bushes and weeds and the like throughout the spring. And spermatozoa, for lack of better words, is male seed, which, for lack of better words, is jizz. So, you know, I mean, on a daily basis, every single year during the spring and summer months, you got all that plant rape going on. And then on top of that, the sun rape with the vitamin D. You didn't ask for that, but the sun is giving that D to you. And you're just like, ah. And someone's like, yeah, baby, take my D. And then I got peed on by a puppy. Whatever. Can you guys even hear his little... It's not even snoring, it's just him breathing heavy. I don't think you guys can hear it, but it is super cat. And he's super tired. Right, I'm about ready to give your child back to you. Your little baby boy. Your cute pee on my wrist boy. And I guess we could call it. I'll tell you what, another 10 minutes of me petting and snuggling. And we gonna call it. Cherry said good night. Nate said good night. Puppy definitely said goodnight. He does need a bath though. I definitely need to wash my hands / wrist that he done peed on, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, when you're this cute, you get a lot of buys. And, you know. Wanna go outside? Sebastian. Sebastian, you wanna go outside? He's in zero response. He is deep in it. Look at that little flat face. What do you got, little flat face? His ears look extra long today. I don't know what it is. Why your ears look so long? Huh? That's just how tired he is. He's just extra. I mean, to be fair, it is night time for him. He's a young baby. And we've taken him out of his comfort zone with the other doggos and kitties. And for what? For what? For two of you to be like, oh, he's so cute. Yeah, he is so cute. No doubt. We got a little bit of dander, aka puppy glitter, flying around. See, this is the fun part. This is the good part of owning a dog or a cat or insert name, a furry mammalian type critter here. But you know, the part where they're mischievous and cutting up and breaking stuff and pooping all over the place and getting sick on everything and peeing and just being general little bastards. That's the not fun part. And then of course the medical bills and all that other goodness. Yeah, exactly. That's the not fun part of pet ownership. And of course the brilliant smell that accompanies it. I mean, obviously, you know, if you don't have some type of odor, is there really love in your household? I'd like to believe no. The smell in my household is me. Oh, well. I mean, I don't stink, but I definitely don't smell good. I wouldn't, like, stick my nose up in the and do the thing. No, no, no. Look at that little face. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. You guys weren't ready for this much cute, were you? Right? Sleepy face indeed. Well, either way, I'm probably just going to pull the plug here and return your beautiful baby to you. Thank you for letting me borrow your kid. Oh, see, I don't know. When he gets older, I'm hoping he's still going to be this chill, because even if he's a big potato, I'd be happy to cradle him, but he needs to not be a spaz. Either way, if we could teach Nana to do this, we would. Look at that little face. Oh, I want to pinch them cheekies. I want to pinch them cheekies. Oh, you cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. No matter how ugly life gets, puppies will always be cute. Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to finish up my whiskey, and I'm going to bid you guys adieu. It's okay, buddy. Thank you so much for tuning in to another night of Books, Bourbon, and Puppy, apparently. Because he's definitely a staple in my Books and Bourbon series. And that's okay. You know what? If you guys were this cute, I'd probably cradle you in my arms too. But you guys are not this cute. So, yeah. It sucks to be you. From this angle right now, he almost looks like a golden puppy. Well, we all know golden puppies are not this big at this many months in. This is like a 2-week-old golden. Huh. Because they get big. They get big fast. And that's okay. Alright, Ryan. It's now or never. I'm just kidding. I will knock on that door till you take this baby back. He's sweet and he's cute, but I don't want him. I just wanted to borrow, and that he's filled in his prerequisite time, and we're good. Oh my goodness, my neck is so warm. Oh, look at that! Look at that little face, though. All right, guys, you're the best. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We're not going to go on a raid because that's going to require me to type, and require me to type is too much. I should be on in the morning. Although, honestly, I'm probably going to skip. I probably should skip the Wednesday morning stream because I need to get another controller, and I'm not going to be sober enough to go pick one up early. Oh, you know what we could do is we could just do a flippy flop. I'll play One Piece in the morning, and I'll play Tetris in the afternoon. What do you think? You okay with that? I don't give a fuck what you think. You're just cute. That's it. You just pretty face. Huh? What? Okay, I'm on my way outside. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You're the best. I wouldn't say this if it weren't true. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful night. Bye. I'll be on in the morning.